Bucs Nation? Welcome to a special edition of the Loose Cannons. You guys know who I am. You guys know my amazing brother, Poppy Latte, very skilled barber, and of course our redheaded step brother, Stanker. Tonight, guys, pretty special show tonight. We're joined by a man who was once the Mountain West Conference Defensive Player of the Year, a man who has had to prove himself since getting to the NFL year in and year out. A man who hasn't looked back, by the way, since becoming a full-time starter for the Bucs. And a man who not only sacked Cam Newton thrice in a game, he followed that up the following week by sacking Danny Dimes four times, which broke a Bucs franchise single-game sack record and became the first player in Tampa Bay franchise history to record at least 3 sacks in back-to-back games. A man who tied a Bucs franchise record again for sacks in a single season with a ridiculous 19.5 sacks in 2019, which was also the league-leading sack total that year. A man who will be the 2023 Comeback Player of the Year, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Shaquille Akeem Shaq Barrett. Welcome to the show, bro. What is up?
Hey, that sounds real good, man.
Wow.
That sounds real good.
That was an intro. Hey, Shaq. Shaq, if you need somebody to induct you into the Hall of Fame, I think we see it, right?
That's most definitely he at the top of the list right now.
Wow.
You forgot to mention, is Patrick Mahomes still running around for his life?
He still is.
He's still running away.
The good old days.
That's the only reason that Patrick got another ring last year is because, Shaq was on the men.
Chasing him.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
I was disappointed at the Eagles pass rush. I was like, man, y'all supposed to have been able to get after him more than they did.
That was disappointing.
Speaking of which, Shaq, last year, obviously, for the Bucs, up and down season, disappointing season for the team as a whole. More of a disappointment for you with the the season ending a lot sooner than you anticipated with that Achilles injury. It's an injury that people, would consider a devastating injury. It's definitely tough on you mentally, tough on you physically. So I got to ask, how are you feeling right now physically? How are you feeling mentally in terms of how, you got to go through that? How's the recovery been? What's kind of been involved with the rehab, and how far along are you? And, when do we expect to see Shaq Attack back on the field doing what he does best?
All right, so mentally, you probably had me in a bad spot for like a day or two. Just wanted to sulk in it a little bit, just to feel it a little like, man, wow, like, all the questions you ask when something bad happened that you don't want to happen. Physically now, though, I'm good now. And doing a rehab, I'm getting better. I've been jogging on a Ultra-G treadmill, strengthening it up, like doing everything pretty much according to plan and on schedule. Might be a little slower right now because we know we got a lot of time, so we ain't trying to force anything. But I'm ready to go. I'm going to be ready to go when it's time to go. And I'm pretty sure time to go will be first game. I don't anticipate missing any games. I don't anticipate being on any play counts. So I should be ready to go for the first game for sure.
Oh, wow.
Shaq, is there a little bit of a silver lining with an injury like this because the rest of your body gets to heal? Like I'm sure you haven't had this kind of rest in a long, long time.
No, I did have a lot of rest, but I'm mad that we went if we went to the playoffs, then it would have been a silver lining. But then I've been thinking that I could have helped us go to the playoffs, but going to the playoffs and feel like I could have just been out there to help my teammates out a lot and to help contribute a little bit more. So it's still some silver lining in there, but I'm most definitely rather been out there playing and contributing in any way possible. But the silver lining is that this injury, it hasn't hurt since like second day after surgery. I haven't felt any pain in it since then.
Oh shit, dude! I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, so I kind of know a little bit more than I should about Achilles injuries. So have you kind of watched any of the documentaries that were behind the scenes with what Kobe went through with his recovery and how he had to deal with it, or is it kind of just a different animal because obviously you don't play basketball, you play football? I'm sure you could probably play basketball, but obviously you're a different sport here.
I love watching some basketball. That's my go-to sport to watch. It's actually my favorite sport besides playing football. But I watched the documentary. I just finished his book like 2 days ago, and it's just like it motivates me for sure. Just to hear how he talk, and he said like, I'm going out on my own terms. I'm not gonna let an injury take me out. He knew that the work that he had to put in, he'd been doing it all his career, like working overtime, sacrificing some sleep to be able to make sure he still got his workouts in, make sure he still had his family time. So it's just taking that, looking at that, and adding it to what I was already doing and helping me when it is constant, man. I don't feel like getting up today, but like, nah, like you do got to sacrifice some stuff. It's not always going to be easy. Not always want to do it, but you got to if you want to get to the spot that you want to be at. So I most definitely took a lot of pointers and advice from Kobe Bryant.
Look at that. Sounds like a professional program up here. Got research the other night. Asked him like I knew he read a book. I didn't know he read a book about Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, it was. I was happy you asked me that actually.
Yeah,
First book I read in a minute.
People in the chat keep asking questions. This is what people tune in for to this show, right? Nobody tunes in for analytics and numbers. They want to know how you feel and you're excited. Are you excited to wear the creamsicles?
Oh yeah, I couldn't wait. I was disappointed when wearing them last year. I couldn't wait to get the creamsicles back. Like I know back in the day, people didn't like him. I know Warren Sapp when he got drafted here, he like
I mean, I love him.
Hey, no,
when
you got to wear it every game. It's one thing, but you know, on a special occasion, it's not bad. But every game, I get where Sapp was coming from. I like a current uniform.
They are.
Oh, you don't like him?
Hate him.
Yeah, he's a hater. Hold on, Shaq. I gotta show you something.
Sammer's a hater.
All right.
Sammer's a hater.
I listen. I like the white version of them. I like the away version of those.
Wait, Shaq, your first year here, you got to wear the alarm clock numbers, right?
Yeah. We said alarm clock numbers.
Those were not that was not it, bro.
It was like more college. That's like a more college jersey right there. It wasn't an NFL jersey.
You just put those away and never bring those back again, ever.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming back. I don't think they're coming back, especially with the hookups we got now.
Clean. Oh, look at this. This is an original draft phone when they used to call the team.
Here you go, Shaq. That's about to be on your head. Not the phone version. Like this is special. This is what you used to get drafted on back in the day. You know when there was like 75 rounds.
75 rounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, I was more modernized than that. I ain't rocking that.
Yeah, this was. I'm assuming this was like a concussion waiting to happen. Right? There's no padding in this thing. It's just.
They got an approval. You guys are gonna wear the leather ones this year.
It's like a Pop Warner helmet right here. That's what that is.
Yeah, you most definitely. I might sit out this year if we wearing some leather joints.
The Packers had this throwback uniform like years ago, and they wore brown helmets to mimic the leather helmets that actually went with that uniform. I don't know if you guys remember that shit was. Dude, they had some of the ugliest shit going on back in like 2005 when they started fucking around with this shit. They were fucking horrible.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I remember the Steelers when they started wearing the little bumblebee.
Oh,
ones.
the bumblebee was like, no.
I didn't hate that.
I didn't like them even.
Wait, you like the bumblebee, but you don't like the creamsicle? Oh, you're canceled.
Nah.
You're done, bro.
I like them bumblebees.
I look like some like Gotham City prison uniforms to me.
The bumblebees?
Yeah, the Steeler bumblebee ones.
Yeah. I ain't like those.
I thought they were pretty dope. I do think they did look kind of prison-y, of course. And I thought they were kind of cool though. Different. They were different, man. Yeah. Remember a couple years ago when we didn't know what we were gonna do with the Bucs uniforms? Somebody made a mock-up of the same type of deal for the Bucs. It was like pewter stripes, red jersey, white numbers with orange outlines. Looked like a fucking clown show.
Our current jerseys are
sound like it.
Leave them alone, bro. Just our current jersey's beautiful. The kits are nice. The color combination. Leave it alone. Simplicity. There's beauty in simplicity, bro.
I can't wait to see you guys in the creamsicles, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait me either.
Speaking of, weird color combinations, all right, Shaq, I gotta ask you, man, like where
bro, hey, that was clean though, bro.
What is this here?
Yeah, I appreciate
I can't tell. I can't tell.
Clean, bro.
I can't tell.
Mask.
I can't tell if this is the coolest thing I've ever seen or the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like,
it's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Did you put this together? Walk me through this entire decision. Go.
So when I don't know where I was at, I think I might have been. I don't know if I was down in Miami or not. I think I was just talking to the lady Alba about what I wanted to do, and she just came up to me with some ideas. And I said, like, I think I told her the colors that I wanted to use for it, and she's like, "Do you want to do matching this, matching that?" Like, yeah, man. Like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, man, like it is going to be a lot. But I'm like, no, I'm coming. I'm putting on a statement right now. So I wanted to be a statement. Wanted to make a statement. So that's what I thought. Like, I wanted to make a statement with it, but I know, like, that's matchy right there. It could be too matchy right there. But I think I did a good job for it. I had the match, I had the headband, like everything. But
Somebody in the
yeah, there's
chat.
a lot going on. I probably won't do it again, but it was good for that.
Somebody in the chat called it a picnic table fit.
They're just hating. They're just hating.
Yeah, no, I can see picnic table too. It was a big statement I was trying to make, and I made it though. My performance backed it up too. It is something about award that and lost.
You made the statement. Sammer considers himself an alpha, but he's clearly not alpha enough to wear something like that.
He can't get away with
I commend you, sir.
What? Hey, did we not talk about what I'm wearing to the gala in a few next week? I'm rolling in there with pink and gold, brighter than like I'm gonna look like Elton John in a few days, man. You guys have no idea. Yeah. All right. Definitely out of my
you gotta have some confidence to wear certain stuff, all right?
Yes, right?
I can't wait. I can't wait for that. And trust me, Shaq, I will text you. Hey, if Sammer comes out looking like Elton John, I'm texting you that picture.
Hey, we're gonna get Sammer drug up to
the
karaoke.
Like,
you're gonna karaoke Rocket Man. Let's go.
Hey man, don't get me behind the mic, bro. I might win a Grammy, bro. We all know.
Oh, man.
You may as well get you behind the mic. Then go ahead. Let me hear it.
No, I'll give you a little Stallone. No, you know what we should do? We should do karaoke as with one of my voices. Maybe Jerry Jones up there singing like "Achy Breaky Heart" or something like that. That'd be funny. Anyway, do we have any football questions for this man? He joined us here to fuck around, or we have some actual football questions tonight?
Please, Sammer, proceed.
Oh, I was giving. All right, listen, Shaq. It's on. Everyone's at like put the thumbnail out that you're coming on the show. So, submit some questions. We got some questions, but a lot of people they want to know. Obviously, last couple of days have been a little newsworthy coming out of one Buck. How do you feel about what Devin White, allegedly is demanding in terms of I want to be traded off this team, for the contract negotiations, whatever's going down? How do you feel about that as a teammate? Obviously you guys won a Super Bowl together. He's a big part of what we do on defense. How do you feel about that and what's kind of going on over there? Obviously, I'm not asking you to give me behind the scenes information. He's a captain on the team, so I'd love to hear what you thought about that when it all came out.
It was a big shock for me. I saw it like, hold on. I was like, my wife like, what? I'm like, hold on, no, this can't be right. And I told her, and then I ended up hitting them up. But I was like, it's a tough situation to be in because them negotiations you can see as with Lamar Jackson, them joints tough to make you feel a certain way from time to time. And I want everybody like, if you deserve your money, I want you to get paid. And I'm most definitely know Devin deserves his money. I want him to get paid also. And just been in a situation in the end, we do got him for another year. And I just told Devin, you can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. Y'all got to figure out. Y'all going to figure it out. You can't go nowhere. So you just got to just stay, trust the process, stay the course, even if it ain't going the way you wanted to go at. Like right now, just keep going and just keep believing in yourself. Even if he don't get a deal this year, he do got to play all the fifth-year option. He do get a deal whichever way it do go. You just got to just keep betting on yourself. Keep playing. Just keep playing your cards that you have. It's a sucky situation to be in, though.
You did it. You came here, bet on yourself.
Yep.
It worked out beautifully.
I was heated, too, after I bet on myself the first year, then they wanted to tag. I also understood, though, because the first year, it could be a fluke the first year. 19 and a half can't be a fluke, but I can understand, the other end of the spectrum when it came to that. So, but I was heated, though. Man, going to franchise, but then I looked at hindsight, this is the most money I ever made, is all guaranteed, and go out and ball out again, and then I could be in a position to get potentially more money than I could have got that year. So it's just, we going to figure it out for sure. There's no in the world we should trade Devin. It is, they're going to figure it out. I got faith in Devin's side, and I got faith in our side, the front office side.
Shaq,
I agree.
Go ahead, Lester. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I agree. I think we have one of the best front offices in the league. Jason, obviously, we know you have a good relationship with him. I think he's gonna be fine. And Jeremy Lowe, speaking of the front office, bringing people back. How do you feel about they were able? Because when the offseason started, it was like, man, we're losing a bunch of people, and to bring back Jeremy Lowe says, how do you feel that they were able to bring back Dean, David, and Nelly?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie. I thought we was facing an uphill battle when we were facing an uphill battle, and I thought Nelly was gone. I knew Dean or SMB, one of them was going to be back, and I didn't know about Vontae. So the way we was able to bring all three of them back, I'm happy. I'm glad that we able to keep a lot of the same people together for a couple more years or another year at least, so we could continue to build what we have. Because we have great locker room, we have great chemistry, like we all like know each other. We all know the system, and it's like being in the system like for year after year. That's how you become better at it, and just to keep getting that more knowledge and adding it to what you already know. I think we're gonna be forced to be reckoned with long as we just keep grinding, hold each other accountable, and just come out with that mentality. Like we got to be dogs every time we out on the field. We just can't get complacent, and we get complacent out there from time to time. We'll be doing good 2 minutes right before the halftime. We'll give up a drive, and we got to like eliminate stuff like that.
Hey Shaq, what do you think about the criticism that Bucs fans or around the league, the criticism of Todd Bowles? I feel like people feel like it's a make or break season for that guy this year, even though I think we overcame a lot of obstacles last year, including your injury, and made a playoff run despite everything that went on, despite losing Bruce Arians right before the season, Tom retiring and then coming back. Him being thrust into the head coach position. What do you say to the people who just doubt Todd Bowles constantly?
It's most definitely 0% of the time ever Coach Bowles' fault. Coach Bowles, keep it real. He know what he's doing. He got all the right coordinators that we got in place that we trust. Like they all respect us, treat us like professionals. They treat us like men. Like treat us like not just football players. And Coach Bowles, like I've been saying like this about Coach Bowles since when he was just our defensive coordinator. This is like he hardly ever put us in a position like where it's going to be hard for us to succeed. He always called the right plays. He always kept it real with us. He always tell you how it is, no sugarcoating it. Like Coach Bowles, it's not his fault. Like whatever we was going through, and I didn't know what it like when I was playing. I didn't know what it was. When I wasn't playing, I didn't know what it was that like what the problem was. But it wasn't Coach Bowles at all. It was something else, but it wasn't Coach Bowles. He's most definitely the right guy for the job and for our team that we had.
So we have a super chat here with a great question, Shaq, and love the answer, by the way. Thank you for asking. That was a great question from the wow. Every now and then the dumb falls into one, bro.
I'm a professional. Listen, I might have woken Shaq's baby up, and I'm trying to get back into his good graces because I know,
No, he still doesn't like him. Shaq, can you confirm for the people, because we keep telling him you don't like him. He woke up your baby.
I know that. I'm trying to earn my way back into his good graces.
I ain't even remember that.
Your baby.
Yeah. I can't talk to you no more. The rest of this.
So we have a super chat here, a $19.99 super chat from Pelagic Computer. It says, Shaq, of all the offensive tackles you've ever lined up against in your career, who is the best and why is it Tristan Wirfs?
Yeah, it's 100% Tristan Wirfs. Because so I'll say it's Tristan Wirfs and like Tyron Smith, like he's really good too, but like 1 and A, they both at the same level. But Tristan, he just hard to beat. He has literally like no flaws in his game. You could like at first, like I said the story before, when he first got here, I was killing him. I was like, because I know like when I was in Denver, Vaughn was saying like it's our job to get like the people we going against better because we're gonna have to depend on them. So when I was going out there against Tristan, I was hitting him with everything, trying to help him get better. And he learned really, really quick because after like the first week or two, it was hard as a mud to get past Tristan and get a sack on him after that. And it's still real hard. Now it's getting harder. He could absorb the power. He got really good feet for speed. He's hardly ever in a position where you got an advantage on him. You got to try to get him to that position, but it's like he always so comfortable with his set and where he's at and his ability that he never really panics. So it's real hard to get a sack on Tristan. And when somebody do get a sack on Tristan, like I remember one sack on Tristan, like, I know like he had hurt his ankle, I think against the Eagles a couple years ago. And I saw, I think Carrick and Long gone. I'm like, no, that ain't Tristan. Like, yeah, we got to take him out because Tristan, like, there's nowhere in the world that Tristan would let that go if he was healthy. So that's like the only time I saw somebody beat Tristan like cleanly, and it was because he was hurt.
Speaking of Tristan, you've obviously faced him. If the Bucs decide to move him to left tackle, how do you think his game translates over to that side? Now that you know, obviously you kind of play both sides depending on who we're playing. Whatever Todd has, to eat for breakfast that morning. So, what do you think of Tristan Wirfs if he were to move over to left tackle? And obviously, we might draft a tackle too, so you're going to get to put another tackle through some work.
Baptize another one.
Yeah, through the Shaq Barrett Academy, right? So, how do you think Tristan Wirfs will translate if he has to move to left?
I think he said when I talked to him, he said he had like played there a little bit in college. As
Mhm.
long as he got like enough time to prepare for it, he think he'd be able to make the adjustment pretty smoothly. So that's all I can say about it, because I don't know. I know mechanics of it, but I don't know how it differs so much from the right side to the left side, like mentally and like. So I don't know too much about it as offensive tackle, but he said he might be able to do it if he was able to be, if he was put in a position that he would be able to do it as long as he got enough time to prepare.
Comes with a lot more money too. Hope he knows
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
These days, though, it's not. These days, no, it's not. It's not that big of a jump. It used to be. Right tackles get paid now, man.
Yeah, they do get paid now. So, yeah, I think as long as you're good and don't give up sacks, you're getting that bread.
Yeah, Stanker's right. There's not that much of a gap anymore.
He's a big dude and he's a freak. Who's a bigger freak, him or Vita? As far as like footwork and size, like if you had to, you know, like if you had to pick one, like who's just a bigger freak in nature, physically?
That's a hard question, but I ain't gonna lie. That's a hard question. They like, you know, they both are freaks, like freaks for most definitely who they are, their size, and what they do out there. But I might have to go with Tristan because I saw him jump out that pool that one time.
I'll make it easy for you, Shaq. I never seen Vita jump out of pool, bro. Like,
that doesn't mean he can't.
That's not human.
You seen how Maui can deal with the water, bro. He can just hop out of there. The water will move for him, push him right to the top.
Yeah, that might happen. I was in the pool, though. I was looking like, I wonder if it was this high that Tristan. I was looking like.
So you tried to jump out of a pool? I was gonna say
nope. Like, no, I don't need to do that.
I don't think Jason would appreciate that.
That's probably not part of the Achilles rehab, is jumping out of the pool.
Oh no, not right now. When I first saw Tristan do it.
Hey, when I saw it in the draft, I tried. When I saw the video in the draft, I tried, and I could not get like my knees out of the water. It
didn't make any sense.
It was an awakening moment for me, Shaq. I realized that I'm not young anymore, and I can't play basketball.
Yeah.
If you were young, you ain't jumping.
Oh, you ain't hooping the way you used to.
So, man, I've done it though. I didn't even have to bend my knees. I just went. Just like
Sammer and I used to
float it out.
Sammer and I used to be hoopers, bro. Sammer messed up his ankle. I'm 40 now. I'm just old, bro. And then Stank is an athlete. Stank will fall over his own feet. He is the most unathletic person.
True. I am not coordinated. I do have, I got a little bit of power in me, but I will fall over on my own feet all the time, which is why I prefer to be barefoot, because I think shoes get in my way. So.
And it's crazy that you really admit that. So you must really be.
I am extremely clumsy. I'm surprised I didn't fall in your house, bro. Honestly. I fall down all the time. Yeah.
Like whoever is the long snapper on the practice squad, Shaq, would be a 5-star athlete next to Stink.
Yeah, Jake Camarda is definitely a better athlete.
Would be. They are. It's not would be. They are. They're in the NFL, bro. Shaq, I got one, bro. Listen, a lot of people, 12 left, and we get it, right? Everybody gets that. 12, huge. The media attention, the expectations, all that stuff. But Shaq, damn it, there's a reason 12 came here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Got a pretty good team.
Yeah,
and I get the vibe in the building, right? That there's a little bit of a chip on the shoulder with the team. You know what I mean? With the leaders on the team, you and Devin, and Mike Evans and Tristan, all the cap. There's a little bit of chip. Like, wait a minute, we're not just a pushover. Like, we're not just gonna lay down because Tom left. Like, Tom left. It's a huge gap. We understand that, but we still have a good team here in a shitty ass division that we can go out and take. And if you win your division and do we handle our business, that's how you get the playoffs. Yeah. Right? So I would love to hear your opinion on that, because people are just kind of casting the Bucs off. Like, they're done. Forget them. They're going to have the number 1 pick next year. I don't believe that. I fully believe
Whoa, people saying stuff like that?
No, the disrespect. I'm glad you don't read about it.
You need to go out in public, Shaq. You need to go out in public and assess the situation around you right now.
There are mock drafts right now. Mocking us. For the number 1 pick, and it's like,
he's that's fucking. They want this Caleb. They want this Caleb guy. I don't know who he is. We got Trask. We got Baker.
Is that USC?
Yeah, the USC cat.
Yeah.
Nice. They wild though. They tripping.
You don't know until you get to the league. He can be, we don't know what he's gonna be.
All right, so Shaq, let's get record prediction. Go. How far in the playoffs we going this year, bro? On the spot right now.
I expect to go all the way every year. It's never anything about just making a player, but you usually initially I expect to go everywhere. I mean, go all the way every year. But we just gotta get in the playoffs. Once we get in the playoffs, we go from there. But long we just gotta get in the playoffs every year, and then we'll see. Should see us hosting the Lombardi Trophy. But
I'm taking
there's
this
no
to
way in the world
Vegas.
that any year that I won't. No, I'm always thinking playoff, Super Bowl, but playoffs the first step.
All right, listen, Shaq.
And I know our team is still really good. We did lose TB12. We most definitely gonna miss TB12. It's hard to replace. You can't replace the TB12. You just gotta like go a whole different way. Like with a Trash, who like more. He's a passing quarterback, but he can run a little bit. So we're gonna have pretty much him and Baker, more of two dual threats. Probably more of a different offense this year. So we gotta switch some things up. But I'm excited for this year. I know somebody gonna win a job, and they're gonna like if you're gonna win it. I mean, they the right guy for the job. So I'm excited, man. Baker, Trash, whoever it's gonna be, I got faith in whoever it is, both of them. And like,
I know you
I'm
can't.
really
I know you
excited for this
can't
year.
pick. I know you can't pick, and you won't pick. But give us a little bit of like, we haven't seen Kyle, other than some preseason reps and a very, very little bit of, in-game experience against Atlanta last year in a game that didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that guy like on the field? Have you went up against him very much?
Not like on it was usually Kyle or Griff or Blaine, like running the reps for when we was on defense.
Mhm.
So I did go against him a lot. But I do like what I see from Kyle. It seems like he was still like young. He make a lot of real great decisions, but it's like some every once in a while, like back that he would like not make the best decision or rush a decision like that.
Mhm.
And you could say it, like, and I think it's probably like a game or so you probably saw something like that, like, dang, like he made that throw. That was an amazing throw. And it's not like it's a surprise, but it's more so that like we happy that we could see him put that out there. And I know he got it in him. It's like it's good for him to get that confidence, for him to be able to continue to keep moving forward. So, man, Trash, he most definitely could be the real deal as long as he keep progressing and keep trying to learn, keep getting better. And I think the competition with him and Baker is going to bring the best out of both of them. So whoever won the job is really like, they're really going to be ready to lead the team and really going to be ready to play some real good football for us.
Well, they got dogs, dude. They got 13, 14 to throw the ball to. They still got 29 behind them, who apparently says, bring whoever the fuck you want in. I'm still going to win RB1. I'm ready to do this. So
People need to stop not mentioning Russell Gage.
It's 17.
I'm just speaking the obvious.
This is a podcast of number 13. Everyone knows that. 13 is the unofficial member of the Loose Cannons. We know that. He's the guy, right? But people need to stop disrespecting 17. The man was hurt last year. He is a weapon, man. He is a damn weapon.
I'm fan.
Excited we still have Gage.
Didn't mention him.
Shit.
So Russ, he used like Shaq. Like, you remember that play? Like, I caught the ball, shook somebody, I spun off. I'm like, nah, you ain't do that. I stepped off another person. He's like, no, you ain't do that. Then he's like, all right, watch, I'm gonna show you. He showed me. I'm looking like,
what is that?
oh, dang, you really did all that, huh? Like, I don't know how I missed that tackle, but like, yeah, that's why you here now, though, because you could do stuff like that.
Man got hurt in training camp. He wasn't 100% all last year. He battled through it.
It is real hard to play through injuries, and be what you want to be on the field.
Speaking of playing through injuries, what did you think of Jensen coming back, like not playing the entire season, and then actually coming back and playing in that playoff game?
In a playoff, that's not human, bro.
I said, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, Jensen, I ain't know we activated. I saw it like pop up on like Bleacher Report or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ryan Jensen activated. I'm like, oh, I'm happy for him. I'm like, man, that's good to see. And then a couple weeks later, like a week later, he said he was practicing, he was getting reps, and I'm in training around. I'm looking out on the field. I'm looking like, oh yeah, he look good out there too. So I was real happy for him, and like he do what he was able to do. He knew he was gonna be able to come back and play the way he wanted to play. So that's exactly what he did, and I was so happy for him though, because it hurt, especially being in a playoff game and not being able to help your team and play. Man, that hurt a lot, and I'm glad that he had to go through that. He was able to get back and help us out.
Oh man, I remember when it happened at training camp. You can hear a pin drop, bro. The whole team, everybody felt that. Red is definitely one of those, energy starters, tone setters on that side of the football, and losing a leader like that, man, on the line that kind of sets the tone for the whole line. That hurt. So
yeah, it did.
Him come back was huge.
Then we already lost Allie and Cap with that.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so that was tough.
It must have felt at some point like training camp and throughout the season, it must have felt like quicksand. Like, golly, what else is gonna happen, man? Like shit. Like you said, we lost alley. You lose. It's like, golly.
And Hennessy
Yeah.
got injured like 35 different times and just kept on playing
Hainsey,
somehow.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bob Hainsey. He
We
was
call
like,
him
you get hurt.
we call Robert Hainsey Bob
Hennessy.
Hennessy on this
Bob
show.
Hennessy.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So I need.
I was wondering, it's like Hennessy. I'm like, who that?
But
He's
I
really-
do
he's really
remember
tall.
I do remember what Sammer said. There was a couple times where he got tweaked after Jensen. It was like, bro, listen, you can't get hurt.
No,
like
no.
you cannot get hurt.
I remember he looked down at his hamstring. He's like, "The fuck you are." No, we're continuing on. There's no one behind me to do this. There's no one else. Shaq.
So
Yeah, that's what really
You-
sucked because like
Rosen.
we had Stenny. Stenny could have played, but he was hurt. Like
Oh,
if Stenny
man.
was good for us that
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl
run.
playoff run. Like it's a week. Like Stenny, we know like he could step in and do like whatever. He could start on a lot of teams. He could start on our team. So like I'm like him. Then I think Nick got hurt at a point in time, and Nick is real good in the inside as well. So like man, it just
Nick
whatever
stood- man,
could
Nick-
go around did go around.
Nick stood up last year, didn't he? Like when he got his opportunity, he didn't let it go. And I was impressed by him. He had that energy out there. I really like Nick.
Yeah. Like they ready to go when they get their chance and they go out there and
Yeah.
show it for sure.
Speaking of
I
getting
have-
their chance. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, so there's some really good questions in the chat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
a lot of people have
So
questions.
Shaq, we know that the team goal every year, right, is win your division, make the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl, right? Coming off the injury and stuff, and we know you've been grinding. You talked about the Kobe stuff. I mean, the mama mentality. What are your individual goals going into this year?
I need like realistically, like my over the top achievement goal is I want like every year I want to come get the sack record every year. But my realistic goal, I would like to average at least one sack a game. So 17 games, so at least 17 sacks. And then like to underachieve, I would say 15 sacks at the minimum. Because I had that one real good year and I played like good the next year, but I played great in the playoffs, but I didn't play the way I wanted to play that whole entire year leading up to the playoffs. And then this past year I got hurt and I still wasn't playing. I was playing straight, but like the way the teams was playing, losing games, like just everything just like felt like off. So now this year I'm like no matter what's going on, like I gotta find a way to make those plays in the game to help the team and change momentum, make the big plays to put us in position to succeed because I look at myself as that type of player, and in order for me to prove that I'm that player, I got to do it on a week in, week out, consistent basis.
Well,
Do you
we
think,
absolutely missed you. The team we missed you big time, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
That's where
I think JTS had a good season last year. What do you think of? He's grown quite a bit. What do you think of JTS's play?
So Joe, he was. So I saw Joe winning a lot, but the times he was winning, the quarterback was getting rid of the ball, and sometimes he was winning, like he might like miss the sack or something like that. So he's got to work on finishing, closing the deal, and then when he like just getting the right time and it's like a lot of luck. Sometimes you do win, beat your man clean off the ball, but it's a quick 2-step, 3-step pass. So it's just getting like.
You're not lying.
Everything
It feels like he's always right there.
Right there.
He's like, come on, Joe.
Shaq, I promise you, when you guys watch film, bro, if he just like finished, he'd have like 30 sacks, bro. He'd have like 30 sacks.
Because Joe, he be there a lot. He be there a lot. And I saw when I was watching, like, because I go, like, they said, like, our pass rush. I be hearing, like, our pass rush not doing what we supposed to do. Then I see Joe out there. He getting close and he winning, the ball gone. See Nelly out there doing his thing. Carl coming and helping when he was able to, when he was in there. So I saw people actually out there doing stuff, but it just wasn't lining up perfectly in sync for us to make the play every time where we was able to beat our guys.
Shaq,
Yeah, I don't think enough is talked about. Like when you're playing, as a pass rusher, when you're playing from behind, you don't necessarily get all the pass rush reps you would if we're playing with a lead. And obviously last year the offense struggled quite a bit. The defense held their own in plenty of games, but it just seemed like, they were on the field the whole game. And eventually, they started to leak in certain areas. It seemed like that was the theme last season. Like, come on, offense, just put some points up so the defense can pin their ears back and actually rush the quarterback.
I talked to some defensive players. I won't say names. We don't need to say names. They're just like, man, in certain games where you guys were just so gassed, like so many reps, so many snaps,
The Ravens.
Man, you know,
Ravens
eventually
game.
you're human. You know what I mean? Eventually, it's like, oh,
I was real tired in that Ravens game, and I was in the first half.
Yeah, the Ravens game. You guys absolutely smashed that team in the fucking mouth the entire first half. You executed almost perfectly in the game plan. You guys were crashing on the ends. You couldn't run the RPO. You guys were all over the field. And then eventually, it's like, if we don't score points, you guys are just eventually going to get tired. They're going to get a lucky break. You just can't leave it up to them. And then I think that's what ended up happening. You guys definitely looked gassed, and you just said you were.
That's the game that everybody went. Everybody was talking, about Devin's play. Was that game? Was it the Ravens game? After the game,
I'm pretty sure that's the game that Shaq hurt his Achilles as well.
And that is the game that Shaq.
Yeah, I remember that game.
And
I feel as though, like, after we played the Packers, like when we played the Packers, that's when offense started playing our defense a different way. Like they started, like they saw that, like, because our offense was struggling, so they started like trying not to force stuff because they was thinking like our offense will make a mistake, our offense will set them up at some point in time. So I feel like they was being more conservative after we played the Packers all the way up until probably like that Ravens game, because the Ravens came out passing, trying to pass, doing like we didn't expect that out of the Ravens at all. We thought RPO all day, running all day, but they was trying to throw the ball way more than we expected them to throw the ball, and we was killing it too. And then I think the second half they did go back to running a little bit more, and I was hurt, so that helped them out a little bit too. But I couldn't believe that when I got in the training room, I saw the score, like they just scored. I look at it like, oh man, please win. Like it'd be real bad to go out with an injury, was winning, and then we end up losing that game. At least like that's a silver lining. Like we gonna win the game. At
least win it for Shaq. Win it for Shaq.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, John.
So I have one here from Rashad. Unless you were going to go, Sam. I'm sorry.
Super chat. Yeah, we got a bunch of super chats, man. People got lots of questions for you, Jack.
Read the two super chats, and I'll get to my question. It's fine.
I did the one super chat. There's one, but there's a question here that I wanted to ask him first, and then Sam, you can read the green 499 super chat afterwards. I got a question here from Richard that says, "What are your thoughts, Shaq, on Rashad White being the starting running back, and what was your reaction to his stiff arm in Germany?" And I want to add one to that. Did he ever chip you? Like as a rookie, he seems like he's pretty mature for a rookie. Did you ever get chipped by him, or be like, all right, rookie, I see you, you know what I mean, in training camp? Or what are your thoughts?
So about the chip block, like I'm kind of like a more vet on the team, so they let me know they about to chip me before they chip me. So I just go over there and like lean into it a little bit. So it's never been like no hard chips in practice or nothing like that for me. And I like Rashad, man. Like he got the speed, the burst. He got break tackles as well. He's strong. Yeah, great balance, the stiffy. So, like, yeah, I think he's going to be real good for us. And he's going to bring a different type of spark to our offense. And was it one more part?
No,
it was the stiff arm in Germany, basically. And
oh yeah,
I like how they warn you. I like that. That's respect right there. Like, hey, Shaq, it's coming. So
yeah. Don't be over there doing too much. Y'all gonna have me out here mad.
I can see like Keith may not warn you though. He seems like the type that's not gonna warn you.
I'm pretty sure if he doesn't warn him and something happens to Shaq, he'll get a warning himself.
Look at Shaq. Shaq's like, he's gonna warn.
Nah, don't make me mad out there. Don't make me mad out there. Because I can go to another level for sure.
Shaq,
but the stiff arm got me out my seat though. I was so excited for that, man. And I ain't expect it at all. Mm-hmm. I know like running backs, they got that power, they could do stuff like that. But just to see it happen and see somebody on my team do it and to see the way he flew back, man, I was so excited for that. That got me pumped for sure.
What was cool about it was he could have eluded him. I mean, he's shifty. He's got speed. It was an open field. He was like, nah, bro, I'm going for contact.
That was a statement.
Throw you out of the phone booth really quick.
That was a statement.
I don't remember. I don't know if you remember Shaq, but I think it was the 2019 season. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the season before you arrived. But that happened to a player on our team once, and we never saw him again. Like we didn't see him in practice. We didn't see him in the league. We didn't see him in a press conference. It was Chris Connie. He was absolutely destroyed against this.
It ended his career. That was the last play he ever played.
We never saw him or heard from him again. Like he stiff-armed him into the core of the earth.
It was
the big tight end that they had.
The tight end. The tight end. Heath Miller.
No, not Heath Miller. It was after that. No, it was after Heath Miller. He stiff-armed him.
Somebody in the chat.
And then he rumbled for a touchdown, like 60-something yards. And I think he's still down in the Earth's core from that stiff arm. He has never
that was bad.
returned.
His soul left his body. It was bad.
Vance McDonald, somebody said.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
McDonald.
I think he got an extension the next year and a free agency deal because of that stiff arm alone. Like that was
Yeah,
hit
that's
the
all the
next
rebound from.
hit the 499 super chat, and then I'll hit Pelagics afterwards.
All right, so
These are good questions.
I got saludos, Shaq. I'm not sure what that is.
Saludos. That means hello in Spanish, sir.
Oh, my bad. I am not cultured in the Spanish way. You're currently 14 sacks away from being third all-time in Bucs history. How soon in the season will you be there? Let's get another chip. I would say by week 4 or 5 is realistic, yeah?
Say week 5.
Hey, if I'm there by week 5, I'm trying to tell you that I'm gonna get a record that nobody ever gonna touch. I'm gonna end up about 35.
Yeah,
but
text Jason. Hey, I might need to trade too, man.
Hey, you know what? You up there? That's uncharted territory up there. But just getting it this year would be an accomplishment. I didn't even know that. I just come out there, just set my goals, and if it do end up being like something like that I end up reaching, I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it because it ain't nothing like being in the record books or being the top 2, top 3, top 5 in any category. So it'll be it's gonna be an achievement that I will reach this year. I will reach 14 sacks. That should be the bare minimum this year. Like, in order for me to be the player I want to be, 14 sacks, that should be a given.
I love it.
Shaq, did you talk to Von Miller during the season? He got hurt too. Both of y'all were on the mend.
Yeah, I talked to him a little, but he was the one who told me to watch the Kobe documentary about how he was coming back from it and stuff. And so that's when I watched that. And yeah, we talked about his injury, talked about my injury.
Did Von have an
But
Achilles?
it ain't. No. He hurt his knee and ended up being that he tore his ACL.
Yeah. You been to his chicken farm yet, Shaq? You had his food? You had his chicken yet?
No, I ain't been down to the chicken farm or nothing yet. But if he was still on the same team, we'd have been doing all that. Man. It was so much.
What do you think about his fashion?
Same city.
You know, we can all question, the white suit, which I particularly like. It looked like you were like Winter Olympics. It looked good. What do you think about Von's style? What do you think about that?
That's who he is, man. Like he could come out real loud. He could come out real subtle. Like he got all the different looks, and like he make it work for him, and like he wear it with confidence. That's all it is. You can't be over there second guessing it when you're doing it, because you know you're gonna get, no matter what you do, somebody gonna like it, somebody gonna hate it, somebody gonna feel a certain way about it regardless. So long as you own it and you feel comfortable with what you're doing. But like, yeah, I mean, I saw the silver suit with the glasses on. Yeah. I was looking like, interesting. But
that's why I got these glasses. These are Von Miller inspired glasses right here. I feel like Von would like these.
Hey, he would. A wise man told me that once. It don't matter what you wear, no matter how you listen. It's all about the confidence and how you wear it and how you approach people. And when you walk in the room and you're that dude, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. And all of a sudden, that weird look all of a sudden becomes cool. Like, wow, why is he doing it? Then all of a sudden it becomes a statement. It's how you rock it. The next
trendsetters get trendy.
Is a $20 super chat from Pelagic Computer again off the top rope, saying, Shaq, being that you're a stud pass rusher, do you enjoy the occasional stunt when you get the drop back in coverage, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I'm about to get a pick six?
I mean, if I'm catching a pick six, I enjoy it a lot. But it depends on the timing of the game, what the score is. Like, if it's a fourth quarter, 3-2 minutes left, and they driving me, I'm gonna be pretty upset about it. Because I want to pass rush. I want to get to the passer, man, get to the quarterback. But I do have faith in the people that we are rushing, or the blitz that we got going, because I'm pretty much only dropping if it's a blitz or something like that. So I do got faith in that other people going to make that play that they're supposed to make. And I am dropping with the intent that if the ball come my way, they thought to my guy, I'm going to catch a pick or make a big play. So I try to make a play no matter what I'm doing out there. Pass rushing,
Shaq,
pass dropping.
How about when Vita dropped back in coverage last year and then came through and almost murdered a guy on the field, jarred the ball loose?
It was Aaron Jones, bro. He decleated him. The ball. Was like,
what was that?
Hey, if he would have held on to that ball, man, I don't know how he would have did that, because ain't nobody especially you send Big Vita coming, he running real fast, and he running faster than you think he running too. He throw all that, whatever he weigh on you, man. I was surprised.
Oh, he dropped back. He dropped back better in coverage than some linebackers.
He's an athlete. Right?
Yeah,
He's
no,
an
they
athlete.
work on that too, though.
He's an athlete.
Coach Casey got them working on that.
They keep dropping Vita back there enough. He might demand a trade too. Shaq, going back to
Shaq,
that
hold on, Snapper. Because you talked about stuff that make you jump out of your seat. I got to tell you, man, one that made me jump out of my seat was L.A. against the Rams, or it was the Rams, yeah. You had that, you dropped out to the left side of the sideline, you popped it up in the air, caught it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That
interception.
was my first pick.
Because that game was crazy. That was back and forth. That one made me jump out of my seat.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
what
love
sealed
that
the
game,
deal.
but I also hated how many points we gave. I was like, man, we're supposed to be a great defense. We've been giving up 40-something points, but I'm glad we won, though.
I remember that play from that game. I remember Suh's fumble recovery for a touchdown, and I remember Donovan Smith murdering somebody. Peters, I think it was. He got an interception.
Oh, yeah, on the pick. Yeah, I remember all three of those, too.
Oh,
Bro, that game, though, that game ended up being like the seal for Shaq to win that. I think you won Defensive Player of the Month that week, NFC Defensive Player of the Month after that game, because you kind of sealed the deal there. But I was going to go back to that question about you dropping back into coverage. When you're kind of in a zone, like pass rushing, and you're feeling it, you're getting your guy, you're working him, do you get upset when they ask you to drop back? And are you allowed to say, hey, Todd, no, I'm in my fucking, I'm working right now. I'm in my
bag right now.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Like,
I mean,
do you have that leeway, or do you got to just do what Todd asks?
Nah,
Can you call
like
audibles
that,
out there?
It depends. Like, if it's me and, like, any younger guy and I don't want to drop, I tell them go to the side and drop, and I'll rush. But it was like me and JPP out there, and I don't want to drop. I'm like, I ain't gonna ask JPP to drop. I'm gonna just drop.
Bro, JPP had a lot of picks.
He had a lot of picks. He did, though. He was in the right spot a lot. He was in the right spot a lot and caught them picks. Yeah.
He had more picks. He had more picks in a couple corners, and he had 2 less fucking fingers, man. And I was like, holy shit, this guy can catch them all.
He can
still catch them all.
JP was. Yeah, he was making them plays for showing courage. And now coach back at that time, he would let us all hear about it too.
He's not. That's another guy who's not a normal human being physically.
No, he's not human.
No.
Yeah,
JPP.
I remember when he was coming out of USF, there was like
backflips.
The videos of him tumbling, doing backflips, back handsprings. I'm like, this guy shouldn't be able to do that. It doesn't.
At his pro day, he did 30 backflips in a row. It was like, yeah,
that's crazy. It sounds like he in the wrong sport.
Just showing off. Shaq, if you were to put on the general manager's cap, like say Jason Light said, hey man, I want you to make the first round pick this year. All right, with everything you know about the team, you're on the inside there. I'm sure you've seen guys. You know a dog when you see a dog. I'm sure on film, right? Who is your pick? Like, who are you going to at pick 19 to help the Bucs in 2023?
I probably would go with offensive lineman because I don't know if it would be good to move Tristan over, but like, if it don't translate as well as him being right tackle. Like, I would possibly be able to get like a right tackle or a left tackle, like maybe one of them. I don't like, but I really
baptize another one. I love it.
Yeah, you're just saying that because you want to beat them up.
Maybe a safety.
You're just saying that because you want to beat their asses up in camp. You're just saying that because you want to beat their asses. I mean, come on.
He wants to baptize a rookie. I know it. Yeah, of course.
No, I don't want to, but I know I'll.
But you will.
You have to. You have to. You don't have a choice. Like
that was the correct answer, by the way. That's the correct answer. I say whoever we pick at 19's got to be a fat guy or a pass rusher or a fat pass rusher.
Yeah.
I'm okay with too.
I was going with D-line or defensive end. Well, outside back or edge rusher. Or, offensive line.
Speaking of D-line, though, we drafted a guy last year, and we got JT as a little young. What are your thoughts on Logan Hall? Like, I feel like people just forget like he's just like the forgotten man. Yes. The reason I took him in the second round, he's got some movement, some twitch to him. I think they said he's going to gain a little bit of weight so he can play on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see from him? Because I know you guys, played on the same unit, same side of the ball.
Yeah, Logan the ball for sure, man. Like he was out there. He make plays when he out there. It's just like as a rookie, sometimes you make a mistake and with the team that we wanted to have and the like play out there that he couldn't afford to make that mistake. Like when he did make a mistake, so that like hurt him a couple times, but. Like this year, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get ample opportunity. Y'all gonna be able to see what he could do on a consistent basis. And he's not a rookie no more. His head won't be spinning and everything won't be going miles per hour is like it is for all rookies for the most part. So I'm like, man, if everybody working like they were supposed to be working this off season, everybody continue to work like with him, Joe, and like the young guys who y'all like probably didn't like for people who like have questions about, y'all be able to see them really like step up and shine a lot more than they was able to so far. I'm excited for him.
Is Bowles' defense difficult? I know he does a lot of exotic things. Is it even more difficult for a young guy to come in and like learn all that?
For the D, like it's not difficult for the outside linebackers, but it's difficult for everybody else. Like everybody else is difficult for the D line because outside linebacker, we left or the right, you rushing or you dropping, but it's or stunting inside. But like our alignment don't change too often. We have a 9 tech, 5, or we head up in a 6. But like everybody else, it seems like they got a lot more to learn than we do.
Yeah, I mean, you had 19 and a half sacks your first year in it, so I guess maybe not that difficult. You're right to that point.
I know. Well, I freestyled a little bit.
Okay.
I freestyled, but it's because I forgot. Like I scored a peel a running back, and I'm like rushing. I'm looking at keys, and I forget about peeling. I rush, so that's a freestyle. Went inside a couple times when I wasn't supposed to. Sometimes I made a play. Sometimes I didn't. They yelled at me when I didn't, which is fair.
Is Todd a guy that yells? Because it seems like, he gets criticized for showing no emotion on the sidelines.
I feel like he just gives you the stare.
Yeah,
he ain't guy he'll talk to you. He ain't guy yell, but he'll talk to you.
That's dad. That's
like
dad
his yelling, his version of yelling.
Yeah, I've heard he's a guy who likes to talk a little bit of shit though.
Oh yeah. He most definitely got a lot of jokes that could potentially sting if you got soft skin. His jokes can hurt.
Okay.
There's a lot of truth in his jokes.
I like that. We got another super chat from Bucs by 30. By the way, you would know this person. He's the crazy guy with the millions of jerseys in his
the man cave, the
man
crazy
cave.
jersey. I think
he calls it
son of a jersey.
He basically has a Buccaneer museum in his house.
Yeah. I don't know what he does with
the man cave.
Yeah, the man cave. So he wants to know, what off the field achievement are you most proud of, Shaq?
That's a good question.
I was getting to that too. He retweeted it earlier, but he got
actually, we started the foundation like during COVID, but we actually started being able to like go to events and do events through our foundation. So I feel real good about that.
What is your foundation, Shaq? What is your foundation?
The 50/50 Foundation is for foster kids, and foster families, and the slogan is like help healing kids' hearts back for one child at a time or one kid at a time. But like getting involved with that and actually starting to make a difference with that is something that's like real close. Like my wife, she came up with the whole mission, the whole statement, the whole everything for real. And I'm like, I love kids. Kids shouldn't have to go through anything and have to worry about anything but being a kid. So actually being able to start doing stuff with that and doing events, hosting stuff with the 50/50 Foundation. We partnered up with a kids place down here. So we've been doing stuff with them as well. So actually starting to get back and contribute in that way.
So
Sam will get
check this
all
out.
that information. Yeah, I was gonna say
before I forget. So earlier you said 14 sacks minimum, right? So listen.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a shirt. It's gonna say 14 sacks minimum. All right, we're gonna put your foundation on the sleeve. Anything we make when we sell these shirts will go to your foundation, and we will track your sacks throughout the season. Every sack you get, we will donate $100 from this show. On the way to 14. Hey. If you get over 14, they'll go up.
What we're gonna do.
If they go over 14, I'll do 200 a sack after that. So, sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good, but it don't sound good for y'all.
It's fine. Hey, it's fine.
My goals be set up here every year.
Hey, it's fine.
I'm gonna be up there.
Let's do it. I think that'd be. I think that's solid.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that.
That'd be solid. Yeah.
See how you challenge him? And he's like.
Now he's going to get 29 sacks now.
29 sacks. I'm going to have to take out a loan.
I like what Cali Buck said. He said we'll just auction off Stink to the highest bidder. And
I mean, they ain't gonna make much. Ain't gonna make much. My accountant just texted me. He's not very happy with what I just said. I think I had one more. Oh, somebody asked on Twitter earlier. Have you ever lined up against an offensive tackle or an offensive lineman, and you could actually visibly see the fear in their eyes, having, lined up across 58, knowing that something bad is probably going to happen right now? Have you ever actually seen the fear in their eyes?
Yeah, that was
rarely that I look in
the
the
Super Bowl.
So
I was in the Super Bowl.
I rarely look in the eye.
In the Super Bowl, exactly. That's the right answer.
Have you ever gone against a guy where you could tell, like, he was, like, you had him reeling. He had no idea what he was going to do?
The Super Bowl.
I can't remember who it is exactly, but the Super Bowl for sure.
I know
that. I remember the Packers game in the playoff, because I do something and I'm like, it shouldn't have worked this easily. Like that was kind of easy. So I'm like, oh, they must be scared a little bit. So that happened before. But before the play, I'm looking outside, sideline, looking at my keys, looking backfield, look at the tackle, look at the offensive line. Then I'm keying in on the ball, or I'm just keying in on the feet or something like that. I'm not like really ever looking at their face because that face ain't gonna tell me nothing like about the play that I need to be ready for or like any of my keys. So I'll just usually be looking at my keys before the play.
It's probably even more scary then. You're not even like looking at my eyes. You're just trying to murder me without even fucking trying to learn who I am
Right.
as a human being. You just want to kill me. You don't even care if I have kids or a family or anything. You're just trying to murder me. It's not. It's
How
Hey,
and my
you got
quarterback.
kids on the
satisfying-
family.
How satisfying
Like
was
you
it
got
to
kids in the family?
Jack? How satisfying was it to sack Cam Newton 3 times? That had to be like, that guy likes to run his mouth.
And I think you did his fucking dance too.
You hit him with
yeah,
the
he hit him with the
Superman?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we don't like
It
Cam.
felt
We don't
good,
like Cam
though.
around here, man. We don't like Cam Newton around here.
Nah, I ain't like since the Super Bowl, like we played him in the Super Bowl. I think the year before that. No, not the year before in 2015. I'm
Mhm.
thinking like I went, but yeah, like we knew that like just playing that team, they haven't played a team like us before, and I love second quarterbacks who could depend on their legs, who think they can run and can out athlete everybody. So it felt good sacking him. It felt good getting the Lamar, even though I missed him a couple of times. Felt good getting a Kyler Murray. Like everybody who's athlete, Jalen Hurts, man, he made me miss a lot. Like,
When you got a hold of Kyler Murray, was it like tackling a child?
I'm gonna place you down.
I
Soft.
mean, it was kind of like I grabbed him with one arm and like just pulled him back, and it was a little easier than the typical quarterback. But I appreciated that though. I appreciated that
you
because
feel like you're
he was
committing
big, he
a
might
crime.
would have outran that arm.
Hey, Josh Allen ain't that easy to sack. Them big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then the big boys who run and try to fight it too. Like Josh Allen is hard to sack.
So
Josh Allen
who
was
have you
all
sacked?
over, dude.
Who have you sacked that you like? Who have you gone against quarterback wise that you like chasing after? Like Sapp used to have that feud with Favre. They love playing against each other. Do you have a guy that you loved going against, trying to get after? And then who was a quarterback you've tried to sack, you just haven't been able to do it yet?
Tom Brady. I tried to get. I'm funny because he was the best quarterback since he been.
You never hit him in practice. You never just
I hit him in a game, but I never sacked him though. I got some QB hits on him, but I always wanted to sack TB12. But it's just any quarterback who like running. I hate chasing them because they are good at running. They typically faster than me, so I might lose that race majority of the time. But I think my new favorite quarterback to sack gonna be Jalen Hurts because he made me miss so many times before. And he made me miss. He outran me clearly. Like you see me gaining no ground, he pulling away. So I'm had to get Jalen Hurts. I'm had to key in on Jalen Hurts.
Why don't you text Tom to come back, play for the Dolphins, so you can sack him in the preseason, and then you can say you
I
did.
ain't trying to have to play against Tom. Man. Tom's too good to be playing against. He can stay retired unless he's coming back on our team. He can stay retired.
Okay, that's fair enough. One more. We'll do one more question and we'll let you
Got
go.
another super chat too.
Yeah, that's why I was going to do that. Shaq, what are your thoughts on Suh coming back? Do you think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Coming back.
I think Suh is a Hall of Fame player for sure. And is it talks that Suh might come back to us?
I didn't hear that.
I haven't. That came out of nowhere. So I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think coming back one
maybe
more
he's
year
gonna
is
come
what
back
he's saying. Like
into the
coming back
league,
one more
maybe.
year.
Yeah.
Into the league.
Oh yeah. Suh, like, man, I saw the way Suh take care of his body. He be in there all early, like before everybody in the weight room warming up and stuff. Like Suh, if he do come back and he want to come back, like he got a great like mindset, great mentality. He's super smart out there. And like when we run games, like man, him running games, they work the majority of the time when we ran our games. So I enjoyed having Suh on our team. I enjoyed his smarts, like him as a person. He's a great person, and the main like person, the persona he put on the field, like that's him on the field. But outside the field, he's a real cool dude, and he's laid back and chill.
Big girl.
Like that.
Big girl.
Big girl. We love big girl. All right, Shaq. Last time you came on here, you ended the show with a "fuck the Saints." It's up to you if you want to do that again. Obviously,
I did that.
Hell yeah,
you did.
Hell yeah, you did. It was awesome.
But hold on. Speaking of the Saints, Farouk in the chat said, Shaq, your new favorite quarterback to sack is Derek Carr. It's not the
That's the right answer.
It's
Yep.
Derek Carr because we are a
I
hate the
love
Saints
sacking Derek
podcast
Carr,
here.
actually, because he fumbled a lot when I said
There you go. Oh, there you go. There you
That's
go.
the clip.
Oh, so him and Patrick Mahomes, though Patrick Mahomes always gonna be at the top of the list because he like gonna be the new Brady in my eyes.
Because
like being the league face.
when
than
you
the best
sack
quarterback.
him, you can do the TikTok dance like it's no.
Yeah, dude,
Stop.
Dude,
I
that's
don't
why
got no TikToks.
that's what I love
Got no
about
TikTok.
you, Shaq. Every time you've like gotten a sack against one of those big mouth motherfuckers, you've done their dance on their
You do the
field most
celebration.
times. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I'm like, this guy talks shit, and you're like, this is kind of like Sap, but on the edge. It's great. And then you end up tying the sack number that year, 19 and a half. Awesome, dude. Listen, we obviously wish you an awesome recovery. Can't wait to see you back on the field. You and I got to connect after this. I'll get the logo from you. We'll make that shirt happen. We'll maybe make some sort of graphic that we follow along with you. Maybe you come on the show once a week, something like that. We talk about the 3, 4, 5 sacks you had in the game every week. We'll do it from there, something like that. But yeah, we'll make it official.
Yeah, maybe once every couple weeks.
Okay, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's fine. Once every 5 sacks.
Yep.
That makes sense. I like that. All right, man. Appreciate you coming on, dude.
Yeah, man. Really, dude. Shaq.
Seriously,
Thank you,
man. You are awesome. 2-time champ. Gonna be 3-time champ before you retire, hopefully. So, I got nothing else to say, man. Just speedy recovery. See you out there in camp, and fuck the Saints.
No.
F the Saints.
I'll take it.
Go Bucs.
Y'all stop sleeping on the Bucs. Stop sleeping.
Yeah, stop sleeping.
Yeah, and I appreciate y'all having me on. It's always a good time, man. I really
Thanks, Shaq.
like the way everything go when we on.
Appreciate that,
That's
man.
love, dude. Seriously.
17-0 coming up.